Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing Coxinha. I'm still exploring Brazil food here at home. So to begin with, you need to have some shredded chicken. So I found a really cool tip online on how to easily shred chicken. So I have 2 chicken breasts here. I prefer white meat, so I have 2 chicken breasts. I have seasoned them with salt and pepper. And now I'm going to cook them on each side 4 minutes. And then I'm going to let it rest for about 3 minutes before putting them into a bowl and shredding them with a hand mixer. I've never tried this technique, but it seems pretty simple enough. But yeah, so that is what I'm going to do to shred the chicken to begin the filling of the coxinhas. Alright, so I've cooked the chicken 4 minutes on each side, and now it's time to add some chicken broth. I'm going to add half a cup of chicken broth. Okay, and then reduce the heat to medium-low and cover it. And leave it there like that for 5 to 8 minutes. Okay, so it's been 8 minutes. I'm going to remove the chicken from the pan. Try not to scratch my pan. Oh God. Hopefully this is cooked. That is one big chicken, so... I'm going to save the broth because that broth is used in the dough of making the coxinha dough. Alright, so now that I've set the chicken here, I'm going to let them rest for about 3 minutes. So while we do the shredding with the hand mixer, it needs to be still warm. She said to let it rest for about at least 3 minutes before doing so. Okay, again, I have never done this before, so she said to put it into the lowest setting, which would be 1. Good so far, guys. I think it's working. Wow. Beats using a fork, right? Look at that. It's hot though, ouch. Okay. Well, that is definitely something I'll be doing. At least this has multiple uses then. I still have these big chunks there, but other than that, like, that is amazing. Good God. Guys, I think I have my shredded chicken. I have chicken pieces everywhere though. It's not so bad, okay? It's splash places, okay? Alright, so I have went ahead and chopped up my 1 onion, 4 garlic cloves, and 3 tablespoons of parsley. And I have here 4 ounces of cream cheese, olive oil, salt, and some paprika. And of course the shredded chicken that I have cooling on the side. This is going to be the ingredients for the filling. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the filling. Alright, so we're going to start off by putting some olive oil in the pan to saute the garlic and the onions until browned. Alright, so my oil is hot. It is on high-medium heat right now. With my diced onions. And I'm going to go ahead and saute these until brown. Okay, so my onions are getting a little bit translucent, so I think it's time to throw in my garlic. saute this together until brown before adding the seasoning. Alright, I think it's browned enough. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the paprika. Paprika is a half teaspoon. And salt to taste. I did taste my chicken and it's not as salty, so I'm going to be a little generous here. I'm using some pink Himalayan salt for the first time. Stir that together. And then it says to add the chicken, and the recipe calls for 2 cups of the cooked shredded chicken. 1 cup. And 2 cups there. I'll stir all of that together. And throw in a little bit more salt just in case, not going to taste it. I'm thinking the Himalayan salt is just not as potent as regular salt. So I'm going to throw in some regular salt. Because I want these guys to be tasty. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the heat. We're going to be transferring this here to a bowl to mix the rest of the ingredients. So now it's time to add the cream cheese and the parsley and mix well. In my last video I said I tried Coxinha before, and that I'm now finding out is not the case. I tried something that had ground beef in it. And all the recipes that I find for Coxinha have chicken in this form with the cream cheese on it, so I most definitely did not try this before. So this will be my first time trying this. Alright, so mix this well together. Alright, so my cream cheese is still a little bit on the harder side because it's been refrigerated. It wasn't room temperature, so I'm going to work on this and get it all nicely mixed together before working on the dough. Alright, I think I got it pretty well combined there. I am kind of tempted to put more cream cheese on there, but I will not. I will follow the instructions. Look at that. It's pretty tasty. I tasted it. Very nice. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside and get working on the dough. Alright, so it's time to make the dough. I am a little scared since it's not my best thing to do here. But anyway, let's start positive here. I can do this. Alright, so it says here, on the same pot that I cooked the mixture with the onions and the garlic, which is this one, add the butter. That's a tablespoon of butter. Chicken broth, which is only 1/4 cup. Okay, and 2 cups of milk. It says whole milk. I only have 1%, so I don't buy whole milk, you know, so hopefully this works just fine. 2nd cup of milk. Okay, so bring this to a boil. Alright, so it's now at a boil. And now I'm going to add the flour. We're stirring the flour 1 cup at a time. Until the dough forms. All right, so there's the dough. It said once the dough is formed, transfer it into its flat surface. I did that. And now to let it cool down to the point of being warm, and it wants you to knead it while it's still warm. All right, so it's time to deal with this dough. It's a little bit on the chunky side, so hopefully it's good. And so knead it a little bit. I already have my oil there starting to heat up. A lot of oil. It's to deep fry these babies. I don't know why my flour is chunky like that. I think it's because I put my flour in the refrigerator. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that. Oh well. It's already done, so. Alright, I don't wanna, it's starting to get sticky, so. Alright, so it says pinch off some dough, size of a large egg, and roll into a ball. That's about that, right? Okay, and then flatten it out with your hand. Oh God, sticking to my hand. Flatten it out. Okay. And I do have my eggs here already whipped together and some panko breadcrumbs in the other bowl. Alright, so flattened it out. Take a spoonful of the mix and then kind of do it the shape of a pear. It's actually the shape of a teardrop or something like that. There's some kind of story around it about a Brazilian prince or something like that that used to just like to eat the chicken leg. And when that ran out, the cooks had to, they shredded up some chicken. Yeah, guys, I don't know if this is gonna work. I have no idea. It's like breaking apart here. Alright, so let me see what I can do to salvage this dough. Alright, so after playing with putting some more flour on there, kneading it a little bit more, adding a little bit more here, trying to close off any holes. I think I kind of got it. Anywho, like I was going with the story is that it's supposed to be, it's shaped like a tear. Because the young prince did not want to eat anything other than chicken legs or something like that, and they had ran out, so they took the chicken they had, they shredded it, and they made it into these balls here, tear shape, and he loved it, so. Oh my God, I think I did it. Okay, so then they did it tasty. They double dipped it in the egg. It needs to be double dipped. It's fine. Oh, anyways, that's it. Okay, there we go. There's one. Whew. That was a little intense there, guys, with that dough, man, I'm telling you. Alright, so I got some flour on my hands. Okay, so pinch off, it said. Size of a large egg, form into a ball. This one doesn't seem to be sticking as much, so I think I'm getting it now. Flatten it out. Oh yeah, it's much better, guys. Thank the Lord. Alright. Flatten it out. A spoonful of the mixture. This mixture though, this chicken stuff is so good. Like, holy crap. Alright. shape. Like a pear, like a tear. Drop. Make sure there's no holes. Oh, there's a hole. Patch it up, some more dough on there. I smell the oil, so I'm thinking the oil is ready now. Let me finish this off though. I've never seen dough made like this with the milk and the broth and all that, so that was interesting. A little stubborn hole there. Get right. Okay. All right. Threw one into the oil. Definitely ready. All right. It's looking pretty good, guys. Coxinha. Oh my god, I can't believe it's working, guys. I was worried. I'm like, you know what? I don't even know why I do this to myself and choose like dough stuff because I am just not good. I mean, not say I'm not good because I get it done, you know what I mean? But it's just not my best skill. Dealing with dough. Okay, they're just getting better and better. Awesome. Okay, look at that. Up here. All right. All right, so this is the first one. It's looking good. Nicely golden browned. Super, super crunchy. Gonna let it cool down there, and then I have two more in the oil here. So what I'm gonna do is get working on the rest of them, and I'll see you when it's tasting time. So there we have it, guys, the finished product. I was able to get a nice 10 out of there. Not bad. I'm assuming it was for 12, but I got 10. So that's good. I did conquer the shape. Check it out. Definitely that pear tear shape thing going on. So let me get trying this out and see how good it is. Wow, that's good, man. That filling is so good, and that the panko breadcrumbs really makes it so crunchy. And the dough, it makes it like kind of like, you know, you get that soft chewiness or something like that kind of texture going on. Mine are a bit on the dough. They're a bit on the doughier side because I made them obviously a little bit thicker. But you know, with time you get better. I think the more I did them, the better I got. But yeah, super, super tasty. I believe that is a conquer, guys. Yep, that is a conquer. It wasn't easy though, but again, it's one of those things that with time you get better. Till next time, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.